What's going on, guys? Hey, I seen something on, it was on Discord. I only seen a minute and 12 seconds, I think, of it, but it just fucking shows you the delusional fucking mindset of some people. I guess this was Tracy's channel, right? They're sitting there talking, and they're saying, first off, she's saying, like, Flex is using, like, a video that Roy said the N-word against him, and, you know, it's Flex's fault. For one, if Roy never said it, Flex couldn't use it, but that's not what he's doing. Roy throws that out there. Roy says all kinds of shit. Then when it was mentioned, Roy said it didn't have it. No one Flex had it, so what was he supposed to do? To sit there and let, you know, like, no, Roy, you're right, I'm a liar. Yeah. Or he can just literally show it, and as soon as Roy's seen it, he took it down. Roy keeps bringing it up. He's with the guy right now. Roy is teamed up with the guy that on Roy's channel. But see, Tracy, you never call that out. If you go to Reese's channel right now, there's, I mean, videos of all of us being called racist by fucking Reese. All of us. And you all don't call that shit out. That's like you know, you're sitting there saying that you seen Roy or Flex put Roy's head on a pile of balls. For one, I didn't get to see that. That would have been funny as fuck, to be honest. But, again, is Flex putting Roy's head on a pile of balls? Roy would quite enjoy being that close to balls in real life, if you know, because he only has one ball. A pile of balls would be, maybe Roy can take one home with him, and I don't know. But anyway, point of it is, you'll talk about that. You'll say how bad that is and act like it's so terrible. But yet, when Reese and Roy are teamed up, and Reese puts up a video about Torp being, you know, what they're trying to, you know, say he is. They know it's fake, and how do we know they're fake? I mean, how do we know they know it's fake? Because they literally say it. She literally says, we knew that video was a fake, but we put it up anyways for a different reason. That's the thing. See, the one Flex did about Roy, that was jokes. Roy would come back and forth. He didn't care. And then you're saying, like, you'd seen a video Thunder did, and saying, you know, the toxic people of the lounge and all that shit, and it's just as bad because they do it. See, there's a huge difference in jokes, Tracy, fucking around, and really fucking with people in real life. That's what that size. Roy has never once called out Reese and said, hey, Reese, what are you fucking doing? Look what you're doing to these people. I mean, he's went at Torp, he's went at Dylan, Jenny, all of them. None of you motherfuckers say a word about that, Tracy. None of you guys say a word. Hey, Tommy, if you hear this, I ain't going at you, Tommy, I swear to God. I'm just saying, you was up on that panel. And again, everybody, you know, they want the drama to end. There's a very, very easy way to do that, Tommy. All you got to do is, like, when she's up there saying stuff like, you know, they lie or they spin truths, you know, all that bullshit. Ask her how, and don't let her sit there and say some kind of bullshit. Get her to tell you how we lie. Everything we said about Serb is 100% facts. We can prove that. But you guys will still let Serb up there talk shit on a panel, knowing he's full of shit. It's either here's the thing. If you do not know at this point Serb's full of shit, you're either a liar or you're a fucking idiot. I mean, that's all they are. I mean, there's no other option there. There's no way that you can believe that the United States Coast Guard and, like, the fucking news stations in Florida, all that shit. You just think that a guy went missing with, you know, what does he have, 4 daughters? And hey, I heard you had a son. Congratulations, sir. I didn't even know you had a son. You said you had 4 daughters, all daughters. But now you got a son. Well done, buddy. Well done. Congratulations on the new kid. You didn't have him, what, 4 months ago? It was 4 daughters. I live with all women. I have 4 daughters. Now there's a son. Also, like I said, them kids, when you like said, say bye to daddy or whatever, they sounded awful young. So I don't know. You said you know, they had 4 new cars. You paid the car payments. You paid the insurance, and everybody's telling, oh my God, how rich Serb is. Well, he did give Roy, what, $5? Well done. Well done, Serb. But again, Tommy, when you're up there and they're saying this shit, like, and you might even say, like, you know, maybe you and Flex, you know, you don't get along the best. I still think you guys could talk that shit out, though. But it doesn't matter. Right's right and wrong's wrong. If they're saying bullshit, it's bullshit. That's like Roy. I can't stand that motherfucker, right? But when people, like, talk about him living with his mom and saying shit like that, I actually think that's a good trait of Roy. I mean, he's literally helping out his mom. So, I mean, you know, he's a dick, but at least, you know, that's a good thing. He's there to help her. I mean, I'm sure she loves having him around. But other than that, he's a fucking dickhead. But again, I'm not going to sit there and just, you know, pile everything on. If I hear something that's wrong about him or something I'm not going to just go with it because I don't like his ass. Like I said, the truth's the truth. I would love to see that fucking, hey Flex, if you got that fucking thing of balls and Roy's head on it, if you got that, man, I'd love to see that. It'd be fucking hilarious. I don't know, but it's just, like I said, everybody always talks about the drama. They want it to end. It's getting old, but nobody does a goddamn thing to get it to end. All you got to do, and this ain't saying one side. I mean, Tommy, when I'm saying if you're on the panel or in the chat, you can call it out. Do that at the lounge. Do it on Thunders. Do it on this video. If there's anything I say, Tommy, in this video, any of my videos, Tommy, they're all still there. Go back and look at them. Anything I've ever said in any of those videos, except Roy having one nut, because I think he actually does have two, but the one's hid behind the other one or something like that. I'd be embarrassed to be seen with Roy too, so that nut's so embarrassed it's trying to hide behind the other nut. They probably switch places, you know, they probably take turns so they, you know, less embarrassment that way. I don't know. Anyway, all you gotta do, Tommy, is ask me, say, hey, you said this, you know, can you prove that, or what did you mean? And I will 100% explain. And I won't give you what they call half-truths. I won't just say like, oh, I'm saying that because Roy's a dick, or I'm saying that because they lied too. No. I will give you the fucking specifics of that shit. That's what I said. If we're wrong, you know, right off the bat, we admit it. Fuck. Wait a minute. If we're wrong, we admit it, goddammit. We admit. Y'all gotta think about that. See, I'm a time saver. Admit's A-D-M-I-N-T. I spell it A-M-I-T, and if I fucking save time. Think about all the time I would have wasted running around putting that D in admit. There's no sense in that. Like ideal. I add a letter to that. That's what I do. I add a letter to ideal, but I take one. So it evens out. Ideal has got an L and admit ain't got a D. So the scheme, you know, overall it's cool. Motherfuckers. I speak Tennessean. That's what I speak. It ain't my fault y'all don't know it. But again, Tommy, ask me anything. Ask me anything that, and bring it up to them. Like if they say something and like it contradicts like something I'm saying, tell them, say, hey, I heard Jaded say this. Then if they like say, oh, no, come back and fucking tell me. And not only will I explain myself, if there's proof, I will show you the fucking proof. I mean, if it's something I have, I mean, like I said, you know, people has everything. Like, you know, Roy's saying, oh, Reese has got everything. Dude, we all do that shit. Problem with it is, see, I mean, it's hard to fucking find shit unless you fucking label it perfectly or something. I don't know. But, you know, I could do it. I could find it. But again, I mean, they up there, they're just talking shit night after night, saying that kind of shit. Like, you know, the lounge is a toxic place. Oh, they're still toxic over there. Well, again, let's just look at the different sides. You got, like, Flex putting Roy's head on a thing of balls. Nobody's going to think that's real. That don't know Roy, people that know Roy, the hell, that could, it's 50-50. He would dive into a pile of balls. Guaranteed fucking tit. Try to smuggle one out to attach. But my point of it is, though, the toxic thing, there's a huge difference in jokes, putting like Roy's picture on a head of balls. Still love to see it. Or Roy's picture on a pile of balls, a head of balls. I don't fucking know. Anyway, but then you got like people like Cherry that goes real live, doxes the fuck out of people, and then continues to do it. I mean, look how many times I've been doxed on Cherry's channel. And if you didn't know it, Cherry will make a community post telling you I got doxed on this channel. Everybody does, and I'm talking about everything. You know, the shit they done that, but it's because Red said Cherry's name one time when Cherry was harassing her for a fucking year. Red's this fucking terrible person. Oh my God, she said his name. And again, look at last night. See, I had heard two different sides too. I had heard she said his first name, then she said his first and last name. So I wasn't sure either. But when Thunder had said that, because he had heard too that she had just said the first name, when he said that, immediately Red puts in the comments, no, I said first and last. She comes out and just fucking owns it. You would never see that on that side. You would never see it. There's no way they would correct it. They would just let that just pass, you know, no need to correct it. That way, you know, it makes people look bad. They don't care. They'll do anything to make people look bad. The truth doesn't matter. And again, the malicious part, you keep saying there's toxic people still over there. Joking around is one thing. But when you, like I said, when you do the shit like they done to Torp, the shit they do to Tammy, I mean, all that shit. And see, Tracy, that's the thing. You sit there and, you know, you used to be a big Eli-er. You used to go around Eli. Now, you know, because you're on that side, they don't, you know, let you, you're not allowed to talk about Eli. which is fucking nuts. In a way, see, I used to catch myself, because I know certain people wouldn't like the Eli shit, and I used to catch myself. I'd be like, oh shit, I shouldn't say that name, because people would call you, and fuck them. And a lot of them people now you see over in Tammy's. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, it was like more peer pressure. You know, a few people was saying like, oh my God, hey, oh my God, Eli. So a few people jumped on that. But like Roy, he would sit over there and say that shit, threaten to block people for saying Eli. But then a couple days later, he's up there on a panel laughing his ass off, having the time of his life about it. That's the difference. That's the difference. You know, at least if we say something, we fucking, you know, maintain. We don't fucking just say it like today and tomorrow you see us. Like, I would never go to somebody, right? Go to someone's channel and tell them what the fuck they could talk about, or make fun of them for what they're talking about. If I don't like it, I can just leave. I mean, even if it's a channel that you like, let's just say The Lounge. Say they were doing something that I was like, oh, I don't really like this. I wouldn't go. I would leave and come back later. I mean, it's Plex's channel. He can do what the fuck he wants. And see, there used to be a lot of I hate to keep calling them, but they call them the Eliers or all that shit. Because like I said, them are all damn good people. But there used to be a ton of those people that come to The Lounge very supportive. But I get, you know, they didn't want to start a bunch of shit there. So when they seen people saying and they're idiots, they seen people saying they're troublemakers, all that bullshit, that they're nuts, they have no life, they're a bunch of losers watching another loser walk in circles. Of course they're not going to keep coming back, because what they're going to end up doing is fucking saying something and a big thing. So what they done was took the mature approach and they just stopped coming around. I mean, some of them will still come. Like now, it's a whole different ballgame because that shit's over. Like I said, I used to literally try my best not to say certain things, not to trigger certain people. Fuck that. If they don't like it, don't fucking read my comments. Fuck you. In all due respect. But anyway, again, toxic, that's a huge difference. I mean, we don't put up videos trying to ruin people in real life. We never like fucking, you know, even that, what was that fucking channel, Roybert, whatever, that's fucking, that video is good. And see, that's the thing, that's a 50-50. You know, the Reese video he shared about Torp, everybody knows that's fake. Now the Roybert, we're giving them all this credit saying they're good at that AI, right? Hell, we don't know, it's 50% they are very good at AI. Other 50% they just got lucky and captured that on film, because I could see that happening. That's wrong, guys. Y'all include the Pugs. Reese, Roy, and the Pugs. Sounds like a fucking... I sure said it sounds like a band, but it sounds like a fucking scary movie, actually. I don't know. But, again, toxic is one thing. Joking is another. We don't affect nobody in real life. So, again, Tommy, anybody, I'm telling you, see, we keep saying, everybody, you get old. It gets very old seeing people in the chat or on, oh, the drama's getting old. It's very easy to stop. It's very fucking easy. And this ain't saying no one's got to take a side. I'm literally saying if either side says something about the other side, call it out. Just imagine if every time Serb sat there and said all that stupid fucking shit he said, if someone called his ass out on him. That even when he was like, you know, okay, I thought that was going to turn yellow. See, I hadn't mentioned Bobby. If I had to mention Bobby, that light would have turned red. Now some bad shit's going to happen because I just fucking said his name. Goddamn, a tree could fall on me at any moment. But again, you call that shit out. If Serb was saying all that shit and you called it out, he would stop doing it because he would get embarrassed because he's getting called out every time. Again, I don't know Sam Lee that well, but I've seen Sam Lee be on a panel with him and Serb just spewing bullshit. You could tell on Sam's face a lot of times he would let it slide. Sometimes he would just lose his shit and go off on Serb. And he was always right. He was always spot on. I mean, Sam was burning his ass. And Serb knows it because he don't ever try to like defend it or talk about it. He'll just sit there and go, oh, whatever you want to believe. Whatever you want to believe. Then if you ask him to prove anything, it's always like, why should I have to prove that? But yet he can talk shit endlessly. He doesn't prove any of that. So, I mean, again, call his ass out and he'll stop that. When you see Tracy up there, Tommy, when she's saying, like, people, you know, they lie, they spin half-truths, like that thing. I mean, literally, what do you think Tracy would have said? That's like the other day when she was doing that shit and Bobby called her out. You know, you could tell she got a little mad, but then she shut the fuck up because she knew. She was like, oh, all they do is talk drama. I don't like the drama. Then she literally names her streams after drama, and she lets people on her panel. It's like using fake avatars, making, you know, little jokes about one of us. Then she talks about drama the entire time, but, oh, I don't like the drama. Just fucking admit it, dumbass. You do. I mean, you just admit it. Hell, we admit we talk about drama. Fuck the light drama, I like it. The real shit, like they done to Torp, that's bullshit. The shit they're doing to Tammy, that's not cool. I'm sure Tammy don't like to look on the internet and have to relive the worst day of her life because some fucking asshole in California thinks he's a... And that motherfucker, Reese, always saying, oh, I got the facts. I seen another fucking screenshot. And I don't even know what chat that was in. I think it was Eli's. I swear to God, I ain't 100% on that though. But he was talking a bunch of bullshit saying, oh yeah, I bring the facts. I got the facts. But the motherfucker's got no facts. He's fucking an idiot. He can't get nothing right. He even tried to say someone should give him a strike the other day, and his community post started out, who gave me a strike? But then the dumb fuck puts up the email that YouTube sent him, and it literally says, this is not a strike. Reese, you deserve all kinds of fucking strikes. The shit you do to people is malicious. Then you and Roy, again, if I took someone's channel down, if I sat for 3 hours, or this video, if someone plays this video right here and they played some parts of it, they didn't alter it, they just played the exact words I said, and they played on their channel, and I struck them for that, and I worked with somebody that, you know, a real fucking idiot to take down the channel, I would be so embarrassed to say stuff like, oh my God, they're going after my channel. No, Roy, no one's telling no one to mass flag your channel, but if you and Reese lose your channels, you fucking deserve it. Roy, ironically, I looked to see if you was going live a little ago. I did. And it's getting good too, because I ain't seen your channel in so long. I had to literally scroll through there to find Real Talk. But I found it, and I didn't see nothing scheduled, which that was, you know, a couple hours ago, so I don't know. The thing about it is, and I took a screenshot of this, the video was from a year ago, and it was like, time to say goodbye. Dude, if you not understand, I mean, you have went so many times, caused so much shit, so much drama, then you'll like, oh, it's time to say goodbye, it's time to leave, and all that bullshit. Then you hope people's going to try to talk you out of it, or you know, you're going to go away long enough to let it kind of die down, then come right back. And see, Roy, this time you went too fucking far. This time you done something there's no coming back from. You can't come back and say, I'm sorry, and the allowance comes up. Yeah, you could apologize, and that would make you a little bit decent, but still, yeah, no one's ever going to fucking trust your ass. Like I said, I've always known you as a dumbass. You couldn't, you know, a terrible person, self-centered, you only care about yourself. But the Thunder phone call, you know, all the shit before that, I already knew you was a fucking dick. But the Thunder phone call was what really showed me that you don't give a fuck. You know, if you got it, if you anger at anybody, or if you're mad at, you know, anything, you will do whatever you can to fuck that person over. That's like you try to put Bobby in a bad position. When Bobby said, like, he had never heard no one say go mass flags, you know why Bobby said that? Because he can't say it, because he's never seen it, because we've never said it. We've never said, hey, go take Roy's channel and go mass flag and go do this. But when you say that up on Tracy's panel, you say, oh, Bobby, you want to see it? Well, I got receipts. Here you go. And you send it to him, and you tell him, yeah, I just sent it. Then you hear Tracy like, oh, then, you know, like, if Bobby didn't come out and tell the truth about that there wasn't no proof, everybody would have thought that you had sent Bobby something, because you kept, but when people ask Bobby, is Bobby supposed to lie for you? Is he, like, if I said, hey, I got proof that Roy's one nut, or anything, you know, like anything I say, you know, if I told, like, hey, I sent it to Bobby, then if someone asked Bobby, is Bobby just supposed to lie because I said I sent it to him? He's supposed to put himself on the line to look like a fucking liar like you guys? No. If honest to God, this ain't just to Bobby, to anybody. If I ever ask somebody to do something, if I ever ask anybody to lie for me, tell me to go fuck myself. Do not lie for me. Do not lie for anybody. If someone thinks you're a friend, they will never ask you to lie. And Eric, you should think about that. You should think about what Serb done to you, because you say Serb's my friend because he sits on your panel. See, that's another thing with you, Eric. You probably look at your numbers, the people that comes to your chat. I don't know if you still go live. I think Tracy tried to steal your shit, but she kind of used you, that she done hers. You know what I'm saying? And I know that makes you mad, because you and Hector used to argue back and forth. But again, you probably see your numbers, and you see the people that's, you know, kind of there, and you're afraid to kind of go out against them, because you think if you, like, call out the bullshit, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying take a side, just the truth. The truth is not a side. The truth's the truth. So, Eric, if you just, like, held people accountable, don't let people say bullshit on your channel. If people wants to talk drama, make sure the fucking shit's at least right. See, drama's one thing, but lies are another thing. Lies keep causing more and more and more drama, and it gets worse and worse and worse. I mean, it's been going on almost a year now. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's all, I mean, literally, if people would have called this shit out from the start, it would have been over. It would have been done. You would have had some people got their little feelings hurt because they lied. But even then, even if they lie, like Serb, even if he lies, Eric, and he admits to the lies, and you still want to be friends with, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but a guy who literally tries to get you to lie for him, and you do lie for him, Eric. I don't know if you knew it was a lie or how he done it. You've never came on and told that story how all that happened. That's what you should do. Get in front of that shit. Don't let him fucking do you that way. But you think because if you do that, like, they're going to go away, you're going to lose. But Eric, you not remember a long time ago when, you know, we all used to come around your channel? Because it wasn't bullshit. It was like a gig channel. Everybody had a good time. We laughed and stuff like that. Well, see, that's the thing, Eric. If it wasn't for all the idiots that you let over there to start saying bullshit, I mean, even if it might take a week or so, because like I said, actions speak louder than words. So it might take a week or two for people to start coming back around your channel. But I guarantee you would grow tremendously. Nobody wants to be associated with losers and liars. That's just a fact. And even the people that go up on panels with Serb or let them up on panels, they do it because they have nothing else left. They have nothing left. They fucked up so bad, like Tracy. She used to go around. Now, you think Tracy, now that she's like kissing Reese's ass, all that shit, Roy's up there and she won't come out, do you think she's going to be welcome to Tammy's? I don't think so. Do you think that, you know, all the shit she said about Flex, he's going to let her in the lounge? Calling Thunder a snake, he's going to let her there? Do you think I'm ever going to have it? I mean, she lies her ass off about me. She doesn't give a fuck. But she'll sit on a panel with a girl that a few months ago, she was saying how terrible a person Jen was because Jen put that shit out there about her. But now, because she's got no one else, she'll sit up on a panel with Jen talking about the other side when they both used to be on that other side, but then they just fucking went full out liars, full out bullshit. It's crazy. Think about that, Eric. You ought to really think that over. And Tommy, I'm telling you, man, if you're on a panel or in the chat of any video, if you just call out the bullshit, this shit would end. It would go back to the light drama, you know. This shit ain't fun when people's real lives, like I said, I mean, put yourself where Torp was. Imagine getting up the next day, coming on YouTube and seeing a fucking video that had huge consequences in your life before, altered your life forever, and you see these motherfuckers doing it again. Then admitting, goddammit, admitting that it's a bad idea. I ain't the one that fucking spelled it wrong, they did. But again, imagine seeing that. Just imagine seeing and knowing. Of course, I mean, Torp was fucking tore up. And they admitted, oh, it's not real. It's not real. We knew that. We knew it wasn't real. We put it up anyway. We did it for a different reason. What would that other reason be? That's the thing. But here you go. Reese, you guys did it for a different reason. You put that video up with Torp for a different reason. What other reason could it be? The only reason it was is you seen what happened to Torp the first time. You heard the story about it. What happened with, you know, his first wife. Then you see what happened on Necro's when Necro allowed it to happen. Torp left for a while. So Reese thought like, hey, I'll throw that up there and that'll run Torp off. Didn't work that way, did it? I don't know. You all just need to think that shit over, I'm telling you. If you want the drama to end, call out the bullshit. Because all the ones that sit there and go, you know, place to place and let each side talk, you know, stuff without asking any questions, that's the reason this shit continues. You still there, you're still giving them an audience. If people would call that shit out, it would be over. You know, the liar is not going to keep lying when he knows he's getting called out. Everything I've said in this video and on my other videos, I'll still say it because, again, I can prove every fucking word I'm saying. If you can prove it, it's the truth. If you can't prove it, it's a lie. So there you go. I mean, there's some things you might not be able to prove, like, oh, someone said this, you heard them say that. But that's not the problems we're having. Serb literally caused a huge, you know, Cherry caused it all. Cherry did everything he could. And, you know, even Cherry, I mean, I literally have this. Cherry on one time said he had done catering with Dog. He's seen Dog. He's been with them. Then all of a sudden when he came out, when his camera came on and Cherry knew as fuck, Cherry said, well, I've never met Dog and, you know, I've never shook his hand or nothing. It's funny how that story changed when Cherry knew he was fucked. See, Cherry, again, I hate to even say it, but Cherry was smart enough to try to get in front of that. He was like, oh, fuck, now I'm in trouble. So he got out in front of it. Then he knew he knew he'd done so much terrible shit this time. He got Reese and Roy to do what he wanted to do. They done it. He didn't say a word for 11 days. He didn't say a word. On the 11th, or actually he did the 12th day to make sure, I guess, it couldn't come back. Once the lounge was gone and it was gone, it couldn't come back. That's when Cherry goes out and making Reese and Roy look like the bitches they are. Because, I mean, again, Cherry manipulated the fuck out of Hector, Reese and Roy, and them idiots let them do it. That's embarrassing as fuck, ain't it? Could you, I mean, dude, you guys got used. And at least I'll give Reese credit. At least Reese did come out, and he called Cherry and Hector both bitches. But see, Reese, thing about it was Hector was used too, just like you. So you got to kind of feel for Hector. But anyway, all you motherfuckers on the other side that keep this shit going and keep lying, go fuck yourself. The rest of y'all, happy Halloween.